So a couple of little gems that I wanted to show that I picked up recently. Mike Bartlett on his channel was talking about discovering the films of Daisuke Ito, who was a Japanese film director who was active from the 20s onwards to the 70s, I think. And Mike was saying how impressed he was with this director. And by coincidence, I just picked up a couple of his films because they both star one of my favourite actresses of all time, Machiko Kyo. Both films also star Koji Surata, who starred in the Masashi Miyamoto trilogy opposite Toshiro Mifune. He was the guy that Toshiro Mifune duels at the end. So the first one of these is Story of Itohan. There's the wonderful Machiko Kyo on the cover. She doesn't look anything like this in the film, but it's a really interesting film. She plays one of three sisters, and she plays the ugly duckling. In it, and yeah, it's kind of, it has to be seen to be believed. I'll see if I can include the trailer in the video actually. And the second Ito film that I picked up was this one, Bloom of Hell or Flower of Hell. This is a very different film, even though it was filmed the same year. This is about warring bandit clans. Okay, so here we go. Both these films were filmed in 1957. These are both Daiei productions. Daiei VistaVision. Unfortunately, these are DVD quality and also from really old prints. This film especially could really benefit from a restoration. So this is a story of warring bandit clans, and they sack a caravan that's travelling through the countryside and divide up the spoils. And they kind of enter into a kind of Shakespearean pact, which will then come back to bite the characters in the later film. And there's the wonderful Machiko Kyo and Koji Surata. You can see how dark the print is. It would be lovely to see something like this restored, but it's still really watchable in DVD quality. It was still a really fantastic experience to watch this one. He's a fantastically iconic figure. Machiko Kyo. She plays a really fantastic bandit actually, but she later becomes kind of the damsel in distress. Yeah, if in doubt, throw yourself into the river. Yeah, it's interesting. They kind of live like up in the trees in this kind of Ewok village kind of setup. Yeah, real kind of Japanese melodrama. Fantastic. And this is where one of the other clans comes to claim their spoils according to the agreement. The bandits from the rival clan show up and challenge Koji Surata. He's such a brilliant iconic character. And Machiko Kyo, she's just taken her revenge on someone who attacked her. Yeah, it's really kind of stunning landscapes in this one. Then it has this fantastic scene where these three different clans in boats converge on this one boat. It's a real shame it's not in better quality. It's such an incredible scene. I've no idea how they filmed it either. Just stunning. And this is Story of Itohan, or Tale of Itohan. There's Machiko Kyo. She actually doesn't look like this in the film. That was a kind of dream sequence. Again, there's Koji Surata. In this film, there's three sisters, and they're all attracted to him in some way. I kind of lost my way in this one a bit because I couldn't quite pick up on some of the subtleties of the relationships with his devilish good looks. You can see a real kind of Ozu style to this one. It's much more kind of domestic bass. He really is up there with Mizoguchi and Kurosawa and Ozu as one of the Japanese masters. It's incredible that we're only just kind of discovering these things, but it's also really exciting because there's still incredible filmmakers to discover. And there's Machiko Kyo. Like I say, she plays the ugly duckling in this one, and she falls in love with Koji Surata's character. And that's Chiyakura Higashiyama, who plays the mother of the three daughters. And she played the mother in Tokyo Story. She's such a wonderful actress. I love her so much. She's like Japan's grandma, basically. And poor Machiko Kyo looking looking so different in this one. She was a huge star at this point. She'd been in Rashomon and Ugetsu Monogatari and all these other incredibly famous Japanese films, and here she is playing someone very, very different. So Surata has this relationship with this other sister. There's this lovely kind of extended fantasy sequence where she imagines being with Surata and them kind of going on this lovely walk and looking at Mount Fuji, and it just breaks your heart. Yeah, it's such a beautiful little film. It's one of my favourites of the year so far. It just was so touching, so lovely. A bit of saucy imagery there for the Japanese audience of the 50s. Yeah, she's such a wonderful actress. Yeah, I think she's just incredible. So, two wonderful films by Daisuke Ito there. He's a director that I'd love to explore more of his films. Those two films are really, really different in style, but they're both absolutely incredible. We need a Criterion Daisuke Ito box set. That's the thing we should be asking for next. Those films would look incredible. Yeah, so I hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching. Bye.